So English voice actors over at HoYoverse, Zenless Zone Zero, and Genshin Impact are absolutely crashing out. I guess that they thought that they were safe after the strike, boys. I guess that they thought that they could go back to doing whatever they wanted, which is absolutely abusing source material and abusing characters. Okay, listen to this. Immediately after getting the role, Kimberly Tierney, English VA for Yukonami Yuzuha in Zenless Zone Zero. Nobody knew because I'm super stealth. Pretended not to say anything about it for so long. Went buddy-buddy with so many voice actors. Well, what do they do immediately after getting the role? They interject their freaking ideology. Isn't that insane? Now, you can have this ideology all that you want, but getting a role of a character and then immediately creating that ideology flag behind your character that you're supposed to be voicing, corrupting your character with your own political views, are you absolutely insane? The fact that people are even defending this is ridiculous. I mean, listen to this. English VAs try not to push their political agendas by using anime characters. Challenge impossible. Yeah, because they literally can't. They can't. They care more about their ideology than they do the character. They care more about their political views and agenda than they do the actual characters that they are voicing. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I am tired of politics being in gaming. I am tired of politics being in anime. It's absolute insanity. If you actually think that this is okay, then how about you go back to trusting those anime localizers? They might have that ideology, but they always just do such a great job, boys. I mean, look at this. We got Genshin and anime localizers crashing out today. It's gonna be crazy. I love temperature checking how gacha community reacts to any issue whatsoever. Complete mental retardation. Guys, you all have the green light to post any character you want in front of any flag. It's not an issue whatsoever. My issue with it is they are freaking making it political. Why are you taking a game and a character that you just got that is not political in the slightest and adding your political ideology onto it? Okay, you can have whatever political ideology you want, but stay the fuck away from my game. I don't care. I want to play the game. I want to see the character. I want to see you voice the character as a professional. I don't want to see you interject anything like that at all. I wonder what flag they'll put behind Zani. Yeah, that would blow the freak up. That would absolutely go insane. English VAs like this can't be that much hypocrites, disrespecting the artwork of the writers. But the moment when it comes to their jobs and the use of AI, they will cry about protection. You can't use their work voices with AI and misconstrue the characters, but this one will misconstrue a character she doesn't own. Can't escape the hypocrite allegations. Just to prove how much of a hypocrite they are, y'all remember them thanking HoYo for the role after HoYo gave them their jobs back after they stood in solidarity and literally basically tried to force HoYo, a Chinese company, to become a union game for America. Absolute insanity. Now but do you remember as soon as the strike ended, all of those VAs who was crying about protections and stand in solidarity and demanding HoYo to sign an agreement suddenly announced their role and thanking HoYo for their role? Yeah, one of those people being Sean Laraway, who is still striking as the Luke, by the way. He's standing in solidarity with the SAG-AFTRA mafia, baby. He's literally doing that, but at the same time, he accepts a role over at I believe it was Zenless Zone Zero or Honkai Star Rail as a character. Okay, literally another HoYo company in game, and then thanked HoYo for the freaking role. Absolutely crazy. They literally do. If you trust them, you trust shit like this. Okay, if you trust them interjecting their ideology, this is what you're gonna end up with, which is absolutely slop localizations where they change the freaking subtitles to literally watch. Let me just show you. Can I even call this curry, or is it just cultural appropriation, boys? Cultural appropriation. Now listen to the actual freaking translation. Is curry made by me, a Japanese, not an Indian authentic? Yeah, that's totally cultural appropriation, bud. Oh, do not forget how they called anime viewers of Call of the Night incels. They called us all incels. Okay, these are the type of things that these anime and localizers push due to their ideology. What do you think these voice actors are gonna do? Okay, this is where it gets a little crazy. Okay, this is where voice actors right now are talking about the trauma that they suffered during the strike. They suffered so much trauma, boys. So much trauma due to that Genshin fan base The Genshin fan base, them HoYo fans are just the worst. They're just so evil. They just call us on all our bullshit. Oh wow, the amount of trauma suffered by the voiceover community after a 12-month strike cannot be understated. You might be extra sensitive to rejection. You may make assumptions about things instead of sanity checking yourself. A call to return to normal does not undo a year of clenching. Be gentle. By the way, this was reposted by none other than Kaylee, the professional Mills. Okay, I wish I could find words to express the hurt, confusion, exhilaration, numbness, and rage I've felt this last year. Maybe you should stop crashing out and being so crazy then, bruh. But haven't grabbed enough to form sentences yet. Sounds like somebody that's not mentally stable. So swallow it, try to process it, try to find comfort in knowing I'm not alone, and try to keep my head above water. Oh, I just hope you take care of yourself, Marina Miller. I hope you just take such good care of yourself. You are a queen, girl. You got it. You know, you just tried to turn Hades 2 into a freaking SAG-AFTRA mafia shill just because they hired you, okay? Just because they hired you. Absolute insanity. Do you think that another company is going to trust these people again? So why should you, as the viewer, trust a voice actor doing this, okay? Why should you, as the viewer, trust a voice actor pushing their ideology onto you immediately after getting the role? You can agree with their ideology all you fucking want, but yeah, they shouldn't be doing this. They should not be doing that. The script is the most important ingredient. It's not even close. I've been watching this industry trying to cut costs for years, and it is showing. If you're not noticing the difference, it's because someone cares enough about the quality for us to fix it in the booth when it costs much more. These VAs literally love to adapt scripts in the booth to make it more modern, to make it more, wholesome and family friendly, boys. Absolutely crazy. One of those people being Kaylee, the professional Mills, who literally brags about how many different scripts they have adapted in the booth to, better, so that they're, that's the issue. If they're adapting it, whatever they think, their ideology is coming across whenever they do it. If they talk in a more modern tone, and that's me, not you, and they care more about, certain things, whenever it comes to a sexist statement like hoes, if you would even call that a sexist statement, they will literally say something like, girls, queens, you know what I mean? I care more about them saying hoes. If it's written as hoes, I want to hear hoes, okay? I write less now because I've been offered such low rates. So I'm not getting paid enough to butcher the script, boys. I'm just not getting paid enough to absolutely butcher the script. Insanity, dude. The freaking ego on these people is crazy. The rates have been so low on so many projects the last few years. I literally can't afford to do that work. Yeah. They can't afford to butcher scripts anymore. Holy cow. Holy cow. Also, they turned down my linguistics and theory of translation in the anime panel for this. Now, this is about scanlation. It has to do with fan subs. We're fan subbing, teaching people how to fan sub and other things because, the freaking translators and the localizers aren't doing a damn good job. They're not doing enough of a job, okay? They're literally butchering the localization to push their agenda, which I don't think is good at all. Just to prove it, this is the kind of stuff that she posts. You wonder why they didn't accept you? All you gotta do is go to your channel for 2 seconds. Within the past month, you posted Japan is an anti-woke conservative paradise. Actual Japan rules in favor of trans women for misgendering being defamation. City legislator Murakami Shinjiro referred to transgender legislator Kojima Sayura, an old dude. She sued him for defamation, and Nagoya court ruled in her favor and ordered Murakami to pay 170K yen, which is $1,000. Now, this is the issue with that being defamation. What kind of freaking losses to income could you actually prove for that? This was a literal case that should have been thrown out, but they can't because they need to appeal to their ideology. Now, what's going to happen if you hire somebody that reposts stuff like this and you say the wrong word, okay? You say the wrong word and they start trying to wreck your company and your career. Of course they don't want to hire you. Of course they don't want to hear your theory on translation about how it's better to call hoes queens, okay? That is an issue. Can't say I'm particularly surprised that one of the most evil companies in the world would choose to be deliberately evil for the sake of dropping in the budget bucket. Disney sucks ass, and you should not support the company in any way. Now this goes to Disney using machine translation post-editing. The localizers have finally lost, boys. They're losing it. They're losing it. They've lost their grip. They no longer have the same grip that they did in 2020. They can no longer butcher anime. And now, these companies are making sure that their anime comes out and the translations are good. Okay, now I don't trust Disney, but I think this might be a step in the right direction if localizers can't get their shit together and actually do their jobs. Okay, with Sean Laraway posting stuff like this, telling people to punch fascists, to assault other people simply for using Twitter, delete Twitter, kill the app, punch a fascist, Elon Musk is a Nazi, Blue Sky is for voice actors. Now these are the kind of voice actors that are over on Blue Sky. Let me just show you Sean Chiplock's page. Okay, Sean Chiplock being the Genshin Impact voice actor for Diluc. If you just thought he was the most innocent little baby, I gotta tell you a different freaking story, bud. Okay. I regret to inform you that Sean Chiplock is indeed, boys, a furry. Okay, he advocates for furry shit. Now you can be a furry all you want, but I'm just saying that. I'm just saying, boys. I'm just saying. Now, what do y'all think about that, boys? Paper or plastic? Paper being good, plastic being bad, baby. I'm gonna go with plastic. These motherfuckers are plastic as fuck, boys. They're plastic through and through. They're basically mannequins. Aliens come from Saturn, the size of Saturn, come to take over the VA industry and turn us all into a bunch of, pride flag destroy. A bunch of political nut jobs. Okay, boys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. GG's, peace.